What is going on, guys? And we're here playing more Empyrion, and we are the game's officially released, guys. Today the game is released, and I am super stoked. You guys should be as well. And the reason I have to restart, okay? So I was able to get in my old game. I can use it, all that stuff, but I can't actually whatchamacallit, I can't see any of the space drones they did in the last update because I've already been to outer space. So since this is the new season and all that stuff, I'm just gonna do another restart, which you guys may not like, you may like, I don't know. It's really up to you, but it's released, you guys can now play it, so it may be a bit different. We don't need 2 pistols. Thank you. Oh, you start off with a filler gun. That's cool. Ooh, got this. So this is where your ship is. You start off and you have stuff in these little crates. To press the crates, you hit T, or you can change the bind to whatever you want. You can also hit V, which is the default setting, and go into third person. And then you can hit Alt to look around. This is the same thing when you're in a spaceship. Now, the reason I'm telling you this is because a lot of new people probably will be watching this, and who haven't watched the first episode that I did or whatever. Q and E turn like your spaceship left and right, not like this, but side to side. It's very basic, this game right now, but it still has a lot of content. So you start off with an escape pod that's damaged, and you have these little cargo boxes. You have a fuel tank, a constructor, and then over here you have an oxygen tank and an oxygen station. So the first thing you want to do when you get here, it's just pull everything out that you need. So you get everything else that you have. You start with some materials, stuff like that. The thing that I recommend doing is this: taking your water, or your oxygen generator, and putting it in the water. It has to be in the water, guys, so make sure you guys put it in there. Okay, so we're gonna run to the water really quick and go do that. Now, one thing I want to mention is I am doing a giveaway for this video. Basically, I contacted the devs and I was like, hey, you guys gave me 5 keys before. Thank you so much. Can I buy keys in bulk? Can you guys give me a discount if I buy a lot of keys? And you know, I was like, me, Cage, and Games, you know, love your game. We've been playing it for a couple weeks now, at least posting it. And we want to do a giveaway. And he was like, you don't need to buy them. I'll give you guys 3 keys each. So me and the other boys got 3 keys to give away. On top of that, because these devs are so awesome, and I really want to support their game because they've really, you know, given a lot of support to me, to Games, to Cage, I'm going to throw another 2 keys. I'm going to purchase 2 keys myself. So I will be giving a total of 5 keys away in this video. Alright, now what does that mean? That means all you need to do is hit that like button, leave a comment below telling me why you're excited about the release. Anything, it really doesn't matter. And you will be entered into the contest. The drawing will end a week from today. So if I post this on Wednesday, next Wednesday, that video will have the results in it. The way I do the results, I have a comment generator that picks random names, and that's what I do. So I hit 5 random names, it pulls up 5 random names. Those are the winners. You have 24 hours to contact me back to get the key. And there you go. If you do not contact me within 24 hours, I will redraw the key. So that key will be re-given away. So, like the video, guys, comment below, and subscribe if you like the channel. You don't have to be subscribed. However, if you like the content, subscribe. If you don't like the content and you just want to be here for the giveaway, just leave a comment and hit that like button. So, that's the rules, and I'll be giving away a week from today. So, now we got that out of the way. We're going to put 2 in here, and you're going to see, you're going to press T again. It's off right now. Oh, I put in the output items. You want to put in the energy items. Now it's on. So it's going to be operating for 48 minutes. It takes 120 seconds to make a bottle. So you can kind of see how many bottles you're going to make. You're going to make quite a few bottles of oxygen, which you do need. So that's the first thing you want to do. Now you have to place in water, guys. You have to place in water. All you do is drag it from your inventory, put it in your hotbar, place in the water, and you'll be all good and ready and full of oxygen in minutes. You do start off with oxygen, so don't worry. As you can see here, I have 5 things. Alright, so now we're going to go back to the escape pod. One thing you can do with the escape pod is you can take it apart for parts. However, I don't recommend doing that right this instant, because there's not a lot you can gain. You can also redo it so that it does fly. Okay, some people don't know that, some people do. You can. So it's very easy, and I'll probably do that in the series just to show you guys. You know, because this is going to be kind of a beginner series since we're starting the release, so a ton of new people are playing and all that stuff. So what we need to do is put the oxygen tanks in here. This only holds 2. Boom. Put 2 in there. You just run up to this thing. Oh, it has no fuel in it. So you go to the fuel tanks, hit T again, put fuel in there. Then you're going to hit T to go into the cockpit. You're going to press Y. That's going to turn it on. It also gives you information on the bottom right. Then you go over to the oxygen sensor station, and boom, there we go. Now you go to the constructor, hit T to open it up. It shows you everything that you can build, from guns and ammunition to actual blocks to materials, and then other control devices and things like that, and then actual other things like cores, large constructors, cargo, fuel tanks, all that stuff. Now you're going to notice all these little dots on the top, and if you look to the left here, it shows you what thing goes with what. So what block can be put on what. They're not the same, so you have to make sure if you're making a small vessel, which is the green, you need to make sure that you make everything that is green. That's for the small vessel, because they do sometimes change. So it doesn't really matter with the blocks. It does matter when you get into like the generators. This one is for a base and for a capital vehicle. This one's for a small vehicle and a ground vehicle. Same with fuel tanks, cockpits, etc. Even with directional thrusters, normal thrusters, and the RSCs. Okay, so the first thing you want to do is place all this stuff in the inventory of the constructor. Boom, boom, and we are going to make more fuel packs. We're going to make a bunch. Now, if you hold shift and you click it, it'll add up in 10s instead of 1s. That's really good to know because you can make a lot of things like that really quickly. So we have the iron ingots already. We have bullets. We have a core. So you need a core to make everything now, okay? In terms, well, no, a couple weeks ago you didn't have to, but you do now. Okay, so to make a base, you need a core. To make a small ground vehicle, you need a core plus a hover machine. To make a small vessel, you need a core. All that stuff. And it tells you that here. So if you go over here to the building blocks, where are they? Where are they? I think they're right here. So right now, I can make a starter base, which requires 1 core and 8 hull blocks, and a ground vehicle, which requires a core, 8 hull blocks, and a hover engine. Okay. Okay, so this has 750 ammo to it, and this is how you take it off. You just click it, and it'll take it off. Oh, this is the filler. Oh, I don't have a removal tool? Oh, it doesn't start me off with one. So this is a filler and a flattener. So you can flatten stuff. I haven't used this very much. I don't know what it's useful for. I don't know. We'll see. So once you're making those, you want to start after that making hull blocks. And the first thing you gotta do to make hull blocks is, where are they? Right here, metal plates. We're gonna make 20 of them. We're gonna take these fuel packs and we're gonna put them right here in our inventory. So after that, and you can queue more than one thing, okay? So actually, I don't want to make that many because each one of these hull blocks takes 2. So I can make 10. Yeah, 15. I only need probably about 40 blocks to be honest. So let's make like 50 blocks, make 25 blocks, or I don't know. We'll make a bunch of blocks. You do start off with a flashlight. You start off with a ground light, which you can put down on the ground and light up the area. It does get very dark at night, so that's something I recommend doing. Now you can't cancel it just yet, but if you turn off the constructor, I'll show you here just in a second. Once we're done making, we'll make 80, so we can make 40 blocks. You can cancel it. And you just hit left click and hold shift. Turn it back on, and let's make 40 blocks. So while that's cooking, we're going to go hit up this iron deposit really quick. I'm going to show you guys how to mine really quick while there's still some light. Also on the top right, you're going to see what time it is. You're going to see how cold it is. And the little icon that says, with the little sun going down, pointing down, that's how many hours till, or minutes till sundown. So we have 2 minutes till sundown, and it'll tell you how many minutes till sunrise. So you kind of give an idea. On the left, you have the health, your food, your oxygen, and your stamina. Also have your speed, your jetpack, and your gravity. To turn on your jetpack, you just press J, and then you can float. Just like that. Turn it off, and you can sprint again. Alright, so here's iron. This is how you mine. You take your drill out, and you just right-click. Or left-click, I'm sorry. And it's just going to start popping up these little nuggets of goodness, and you pick it up. So one of the great things about this game is a lot like, well, I can't really categorize it. If I had to like compare it to another game, it would be Space Engineers. So unlike Space Engineers, there is an aspect of survival. Or at least they may have added it. I don't remember. I know in Medieval Engineers they didn't add it just yet. But you do need to eat, you do need to drink, and you do need oxygen. Well, you don't really need to drink. You just need to eat and you need oxygen. Those are the main things. And so those things you really got to watch out for. So once you get kind of set up for that, you can start building, and you can do some awesome builds in this. And you can travel to other planets. There's, I believe, 4 other ones. However, this will change once it hits actual alpha. Right now, it's only in pre-alpha. Even though it's released on Steam, it's still pre-alpha. Once alpha is released, they're going to have more planets and stuff like that. They eventually want everything to be generated world. But for right now, it is not. It's just a standard world for all, and it's fine for now, because there's plenty to do. One thing I do want to note, guys, let's get all these up. If you press M, you'll see your map. This is your planet, and it's going to show you where the things that you discover, like the ores, are. So you have copper up here, and they're going to look different, okay? So this is iron, this is copper, and this is promethium, which is made for fuel packs, and they'll be all over the world. It'll show you whenever you find one where it is, okay? So it's an awesome feature, and I love it. You can also check out, well, I don't think you can. You haven't been to those, but you are able to check out other places as well, other planets and all that stuff. All right, let's run back to the base really quick, and we'll start making our own, or the escape pod to start making our own base. Now you're going to notice a huge spacecraft over there. That is covered with drones. It's a crash spacecraft, and it's covered with drones that you have to kill, which we'll probably go to in a couple days once we kind of get our base up and running. Yeah, but we'll go over that in a little bit. Now, if I'm covering over stuff that you guys have already heard or seen, I'm sorry. I'm just trying to do this so that everybody has an idea of, you know, what to do as they're buying the game. Especially since it's just released, there's going to be a lot of new faces that I haven't seen or haven't watched some of my other videos. So that's why I want to make sure that I kind of cover most of the basics. Alright, so we made our blocks. Actually, let's keep them in there because we need to make a... Let's put our core in there, and we can make a starter base, which is going to craft up now. Now, they have been putting updates like crazy. They've done probably, I think, 4 updates since they entered closed beta, or closed alpha, not beta. What am I talking about? So yeah, they've been doing a great job. Now, one thing to note, to move everything around in terms of direction, right now you're going to use delete and I forgot paint, and then you use home and end to kind of move that, but you can change those, guys, so that's one thing to know. So we're going to put this there, and it's going to shine light, and it's going to be bright. So now we have a little bit of light, not a ton. So that is now done. Let's put this on our hotbar, and let's pick out where we want it to start. So I want it to be as flat as possible, so I'm going to start it, and it's going to be as flat as I can get it, but why does it not want to start it over here? Needs to be, oh, I need to flatten the terrain first. Gotcha. So you just take your flattening tool, flatten everything, make sure it's all flat and good. Can I place it now? Yes, I can. Boom. So there is our base. And you can see the ground is flattened with the tool here. And you can just keep flattening if you wanted to. I mean, it actually flattens pretty well. And you just really bring up everything to you. Alright, now we're going to add blocks to it. Why are we going to add blocks? We want to make it bigger. And we're really going to save a lot of that. We didn't grab it out of our constructor. So the next couple things you want to make, you definitely want to make an oxygen station. You want to make a large constructor. So what do we need for a large constructor? We need a lot. Components and all this stuff. Now, people may have different views on this of what to make. I just make a ton of all of these, and then I just use them as I need. So I'll make 20 of these. I'll make 10 of these. I'll make 30 of cables. I'll make 50 metal components. Pipes I can't even make yet. We're going to make 10 of those, and we're going to make more of these. And you're just going to craft away. The reason you want to do this is because you're going to be crafting so much. Just let it in queue while you build or do something else. You know what I mean? You don't have to worry about it crafting right this instant, because it does take a little time, which is fine, but you can walk away, and it's good that you can queue everything up. Let's put these in here. Now, when you see me move stuff like this, so when I press T and you see me go like this, I'm just shift clicking. So I'm just holding shift down and hitting left control or left mouse button, and that's how it's all working out. So we're gonna add some stuff to our base. So we're gonna add probably 2 rows to each side. So that made it longer, but we're gonna add it to this side too. Boom, 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 boom. And I don't even know if I'll have enough blocks, but we will see. So I'm not going to have enough blocks. I'm sorry if it's dark, guys. Yeah, so maybe we'll only add... We'll just have to make more. But this is the base, the start of a base. Now, you want to have a pretty big open space because the constructor, the food processor, the medic station, and you want to be able to put a farm down. It all takes a lot of room. The reason I'm building close towards this is because then I can repair this when it's time. But I need this constructor right now until I can make my large constructor, which now I'm only missing, you know, metal components, control devices. I have to make control devices too, but yeah, so it's just going to take time. I need motor, pipes, cables. You just have to make all this stuff, and then I make a bunch of stuff out of that. Now, you can do it a different way where you just make a couple of them. However, I like to just make them all and do it that way. Boom. Make sure I have enough oxygen. Refilling. Alright, we're all good. So the power's still on. The constructor's still going. That's going to take a little while. We have our base going. We'll do a lot more base building tomorrow once I have everything kind of built. I'm going to take some time and just do a little bit of grinding, do a little bit of crafting, because I do need to hit the Promethean deposit, probably some more iron, probably some more copper, and all that fun stuff. Let's go hit the auction thing. Do I have my flashlight? I do. Flashlight kind of sucks, but it's okay. Now you're gonna see these little like weird looking tree things. Let me show you over here. Actually, it's probably better. So these are aloe, and these are alien plasma ZR1. These are used to make medical kits, and you just pick these up. So just like this, and you just pick them all up, and they do respawn. And you use them to make small medical kits and a couple other things. Now these are alien plasma T6. These are used to make large med kits. And there you can see there's like these little floating weird things. I don't know, you just pick them up. I don't know what you call them. I call them floating weird things. And it kind of works out. These are eggs over here, eggplants. These are used for cooking. You can just pick these up. They do perish. All food in this game does perish, so you have to be careful. You need to make a refrigerator as soon as possible, which will turn it down. Also, you're going to see these little weeds and stuff. These are called fibers. Make sure you pick these up. They look a little, they're kind of hard to tell sometimes. But you're wanting to pick those up because you will, like this is just a sugarcane. Where's more fiber? It's really hard to see them sometimes. It's best to do it at night, I find. Because the fibers look a little different. See? Here's the fiber. No fiber. This should be a fiber. No, it's not. So fibers look a little bit different, but you need those to make growing plots, which is needed for making a farm. Now, you do start off with some which are in your container on your escape pod, but it is good to pick up more because you don't just want to farm 2 things. Alright, so we're going to hit this up, hit T. We have 7, that's not too bad. Our oxygen station can only hold 2, so it's not like it really matters. But yeah. So we're going to head back, see where we're at with the crafting. The crafting does take a little while in this game, but it's okay because you have time. Like, you can start queue up a bunch of stuff and then, you know, go grab some promethium, go hit the copper deposit, go hit the iron deposit. You can do a bunch of things. So, next video, we are going to be building up our base, making a gun so you can defend yourself a little better because, honestly, this pistol kind of sucks. It's good for if you have to use it, but it kind of does suck. So we're going to be making stuff for the base, which is definitely needed. We're going to start farming maybe, depending. We have a lot to do, so it's going to be a lot of fun, guys. And remember, guys, please leave a comment, leave a like so you can enter that contest. I really like giving out stuff, especially when the devs sponsor me. That's why I decided to put in 2 copies of my own that I'm purchasing, because it's really awesome when devs do that. Make sure you guys hit them up on their forums, on Twitter, all that stuff. Let them know thank you, you know. And I love giving out 5 copies of games. That's a lot. So, you know, I mean, I think it's like $18 a game, so it's a decent amount to give away. And technically, I'll be giving away, I'll have given away 10 copies of this game, which is crazy. But I really want you to get into this game, and let's say if you're short on cash, enter this giveaway, maybe you win. Ooh, there's a piece of fiber. So, thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed this episode. If you did, make sure to hit that like button. If you didn't, let me know why. And I will see you guys next time for more Empyrion. Take it easy.